Hi, it's Johnny B, and welcome to McKinney ISD Sports Talk as we focus on a big week in football. And now we take a look at the McKinney North Bulldogs. Happy to be joined by head coach Mike Fecci. And Mike, as a coach, you speak a lot of times to those guys in backup roles. Be ready, be ready, be ready. And I know a lot of times they think that's coach speak. You start the game with a 24-yard gain by Ronald Jones, but then he hurts his ankle.
Yeah, it was, he gets hurt second play of the game, and, we go to Micah Blasius, who's a sophomore, who's had a few carries this year, but not many. He stepped in, did a great job. It was kind of the next man up philosophy. And our kids rallied, and we came out and got a big win. It was big for our program.
9-7 for a while. And do you think it took them a little bit of time, maybe emotionally, to adjust to RJ not being there?
I'm sure it did. When you lose a kid of that caliber, or any starter for that matter, it obviously impacts your football team initially. And you add into that the atmosphere that we were in. Prosper's it's a tough place to go play. It's a small stadium, so it's really, really crowded. It's really, really loud. But they rallied around that, and they came out, and we played a great second half and went and put the ball game away. So, yeah, I was real proud of them.
When you came in from that first half, what did you say to your team?
I just said it's time to go. Everything they had got in the first half was stuff that we gave it to them. It's nothing necessarily that they were doing to us. It was more what we weren't doing. And, you just calm everybody down. You get everybody rallied up. You go back to what you can go do, and you go to work, and that's what they did.
Nick Hutchins, senior quarterback, you put it in his hands there, and boy, did he respond. What a great game. Look at some of these numbers. 19 through 22 through the air for 193, and then 133 yards on the ground.
Yeah, he did a great job. They played a little bit of a different look early on that he threw an interception early. But then after that, settled in, started getting his reads and making those throws and making those catches, and then ran the ball extremely well. So, yeah, he had a big night.
In this district, you really can't take a week off. It's one of the toughest districts around.
Right.
Especially it's tough to play on the road.
It is.
How do you think, even losing RJ, you think the kids gained a lot of confidence of playing on the road and also seeing that they can overcome some big adversity?
Yeah, I think so. We talk all the time about adversity and how to handle adversity. And we preach that all through off-season. That's how off-season is built, is handling adversity, handling when things aren't exactly just right. How do you overcome it? What do you do? And we talk all the time about, number one, you got to recognize your adversity. Number two, you then have to rally together. Number three, go solve it together. And that's what those kids did. That's a tough place to play. And you said it best. All the road games in 10-5A are tough. They're all tough, and that was a big win for us. Put us back into the mix, if you want to use that term, for the second week of district. But gives us a chance now to go out this week against a very quality opponent at home and hopefully get another win.
We'll talk about Lovejoy in a minute. Let's check out the McKinney North highlights as they were on the road against Prosper, a building program and a team that would have loved to disrupt everything. Here's a nice throw out.
Throw out there to Gabe. Did a lot of that stuff, and he threw the ball well early. This is early in the ball game on our first drive. As you can see, Nick, you'll see in here numerous times. Nick, here's a good decision by him, pulls it and comes out the backside, and he's a tough runner and runs the football very well for us.
You made that decision last year to bring him over to the offensive side of the ball. How do you think he has responded?
I think he's responded exactly how we'd want him to. He's made plays, he's done things, he's a very, very good athlete, and he's led, and those are the things you want your quarterback to do. This is a good run here by Micah. Getting 10, 12 yards right there and getting us a first down. He did a good job.
Watching Ronald, I'm sure, has helped him, too, and being alongside of him and see what he does successful and studying him has probably made him a great student of the game even as a sophomore.
Sure. He was waiting for his opportunity and got it. Our defense just got a turnover right there. Our defense played really well. Big sack here by Matabuke and Noah Forte on this guy, and we caused some turnovers in the second half. And the beauty of that is our offense went and scored when we got those turnovers, and that's what this game's all about.
Good turnover ratio. Here's a good read, good hole, and making things happen.
Yeah, it's a good run by him again. He's a good football player for being a sophomore. He's got a big upside. Defensively,
it looks like you got to the ball, stayed to the ball, and the big guy disrupted everything up there.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job in the middle, him and Dootsy and a number of others. We had a bunch of D linemen playing well and a bunch of linebackers reading their keys and doing the things we need to be doing. Again, another throw and catch. Great job blocking by our receivers. Those guys don't get enough credit, but they blocked their tails off all night, and that was awesome.
You got a lot of good guys out there, too, who are athletes who can take that 5-yard swing pass and make it into something.
Yeah, and this is a great athletic play here by Nick. It breaks down, and he makes a really good move right there to get in the end zone. But, yeah, those receivers have done a really good job of blocking downfield all year long.
That's one of the things I know that you discussed in the offseason, that he is such a good athlete. You thought that he would make a good quarterback, and here just showing his toughness towards the goal
Yeah.
line too, getting that
Yeah.
extra yard.
Yeah, he runs angry sometimes. He runs, like with the vengeance at certain points, and like right here, he's just going to refuse to go down, and he actually gets knocked out right at the 1-inch line right there. You can't. The press box gets in the way of the video there, but then Micah punches it in right here on the next play. But he played really well. He played within the scheme. He did the things we needed him to do to give us a chance to win.
Defensively, how did you think overall you responded there?
I think great. Right there, you get pass. You get some pass rush, and Gifford gets an interception. He got a bunch of heck from the guys because he gets caught. That's a lineman that catches him there. But at the same time, that's a big time turnover, and we went and this is the next possession. This is, I think, maybe even the next play. And Nick throws a great ball here to Curvin, and he splits it, and we're in the end zone.
Yards after catch, your receivers been doing a great job with that.
They have. But that's the name of the game: getting turnovers, and then Gerald Van Ness gets to get in the game here. He's a senior. That's his first high school touchdown, and we were real proud of Gerald. He's a great program kid, Johnny, a kid that has been with us for 4 years now, has worked and worked and worked. He was a JV player as a junior, and he's coming up, and he's playing running back, and he's number 3 on the depth chart as a senior, but works hard every day, got a chance to get in the ball game, and we got a chance to get him a touchdown there.
And he'll get one for his
yeah,
senior year.
Absolutely.
Big game this week. They don't get any easier, as you said. You got Lovejoy, powerhouse, been playing some good football. Mm-hmm. Are you going to, I assume Ronald's status unknown yet?
It's unknown. We'll see today how he feels today, and go work from there. We'll just have to see as he progresses through the week, but speak to Lovejoy, they're very good. I mean, there's no two ways about it. Very good. The quarterback is phenomenal. He doesn't need much. He only needs a small window to fit the ball in there. They've got good quality receivers. They play great defense. They bring a lot of pressure. They're just a good, solid program, and this is a huge one for us. This is a huge game for us for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's the next one on the schedule in 10-5A, but number two, we look at Lovejoy. Lovejoy is a team that a lot of people say is going to be in the playoffs, and if we want to be in the playoffs, we got to beat those other kind of teams, and coming to Ron Poe is going to be huge for us. Hopefully we have a big crowd out there. We'll come out and play well, but it's going to be a big test. There's
Bulldog Nation will be ready. They're always loud and proud.
They are.
On that side
They were
of the
great.
field.
They were great the other night at Prosper. They were great. They have been all year.
Mike, congratulations. Thanks for the time.
Johnny.
Good luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Coach Mike Fecci, the McKinney North Bulldogs. We'll have more coming up on McKinney ISD Sports Talk.